Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 9.
Welcome aboard, everyone.
What exactly is ALGO, and why do our traders absolutely love it?
Michael Othrew.
Check. Alrighty then, are you ready indeed? Let's see, we get the right buttons pressed here. Don't forget trading is risky and all that business. My name is Vinny Emini. If this is your first time with us, it's great to have you aboard. It is Friday, full auto Friday. Make sure you don't miss Monday. We book in the weeks with some more complex topics on a Friday, or at least that's our goal, with Monday wanting to tap into more of the basics for the brand new folks. I'm about to, this is a little bit dangerous here this morning. I'm going to go ahead and hit that first trade here. We've got a couple things coming in right now on the tape. It's early in, early out on a Friday. This is coming off of the wave chart here for me. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late here. It's 9:05 here and 25 minutes to the US Open. And so low time frame here, I've got, it's the third cross in a series. We're not that far off of the Open, so I am concerned that with a Friday, remember Friday is one of the most bullish days of the week. So punching that short button is a little bit taking the risk of life in your own hands here on a Friday. I have thought many a time to potentially shift from my one-sided bear only scenario on a Friday and go long only on a Friday. So that might be a consideration for yourself that you might want to look into, as Fridays tend to be, again, the most bullish days of the week. Some tremendously large and continuous runs that can occur on those Fridays. But again, this is a high time frame opportunity, low time frame risk here, currently neutral. I am concerned about this shifting into the green side. If it is, I will have to stop out. It's a rather large stop right now. That stop on the high time frame would be all the way up there at the top of the ready DD or the top of that crab. Again, because we're currently neutral, I'm just looking for a T1 scenario here. I'm not in on a full position, 3/4 position here on my first trade, but I am going to walk through this one here, or take this one here before I do some walkthroughs on full auto. It is my goal on a Friday to try to talk to you through a little bit more on the full auto side here. I've already got full auto set up and running here because I was running a few minutes late. A little bit of an odd Friday, so you might want to go and watch one of our other Friday videos if you're brand new with us or want some details on some of that full auto. Again, there are multiple ways to run full auto in our system. If you want to do it the way that I'm currently doing it, I'm using the Enigma on full auto side to side. There are multiple strategies in our system, and it is up to you, the user. I'll show you how to use the tools, but you kind of build your own franchise business off of how you want to use those. I demonstrate how I use them. and you can learn from my winners, you can learn from my losers, and everything in between from your own experience as well. Don't like the way that it's floating here. 908. Decisions. Did not go straight down to, well, I mean, we kind of did. We did go straight down to the front of that crab, so don't know. This could be a developing situation here. This is a rather strong move up off of a blue dot. Blue dots call bottoms all the time. You'll hear me say that a lot. That is a power headshot with a power dot to the long side that has moved this up off of that blue dot. We have moved 256 ticks to the top of this current channel. Hearing some selling. Love to see that shift back red here for me. But if those get absorbed and get pushed on a move, that is my current concern. On the most bullish day of the week, on a Friday, it is pre-open. Still have about 21 minutes to the US Open. I've not gotten through my checklist here yet either. Looking for a T1 scenario. There we are at the bottom of the channel right here. Seuss entry that. Currently still neutral on the nerd, keeping an eye there. We do have red arrow, neutral on the nerd. Good for a T1. If that shifts to red, then T2. Good morning, JD. Okay, I'll pull half there at prior high. $40 ticks.
Enigma long on the GC2.
And there's 50, locking it in. First trade of the morning, 33.60 on trade number one. Remember, this started right here from, we had a super crab with divergence, super crab divergence at the top of a channel high time frame. Low time frame risk opportunity was we had our two things. What do we need? Two things. We need a structure plus an order flow event. We had that right there. We had two structures. We also had the top of the channel. We had a PRZ and a 5.4 for the RTFA event. We also had audio box start to clock in there, added right there on that Seuss entry on the blue to red bar shift. That is Dr. Seuss. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish to red fish right there, blue to red for the add on that position. Rocking out 33.60 for trade number one. I have played the video game with 5 trade opportunities, 5 lives of the video game. Trade number one is done. Speaking of being done, you've got 14 hours left to look at the top up there. Mega sale ends in 14 hours. Working with George and our web team here this afternoon. I will have more time to get through the calls. If you had scheduled a call with me, I tend to catch up on those on a Friday. We're early in, early out on a Friday. And then I try to take care of some of that housekeeping stuff, like updating our website. That price will go up $50 a month here tonight at midnight. 14 hours left to get it locked in. If you would like to join with us, it's going to be the best time to do it right now. Apex also 90% off. Please use our code. If you use our code, we've got a few more to get to their goal for us to be able to do giveaways in June. So next month we have, today's the 29th, 2 more days, 90% off. Use code ALGOBOX. You can see that up there at the top right of the screen. If you use our code, really help out our tech support team and allow us to be able to do more giveaways in our live streams in the month of June. That's our goal. Let's see. Trade number 1 is in. Let's go through the full auto stuff that I wanted to get through there this morning. If I had gotten here a little bit earlier on time, we could have probably done both, but thank goodness you don't have to be perfect to be profitable. I'm gonna show my full 4K screen here. So in video number 1, I walk you through what I believe is the ideal setup in 2026. Now, if you watch my older videos from a long time ago, you'll see me on a 6-screen grid where I've got 6 screens in front of me, center, flanked by 2 on either double road, top and bottom. And I do have that flanked by 2 on the sides as well, but I do recommend a 6-panel grid. However, in 2026, now with the advent of 4K screens, 4K TVs, and things, we have updated that a lot. And of course, in our 8-day bootcamp, video number 1, I'm talking about taking one just 43-inch TV, cheap one, or if you want to pay a little bit more, get a nice refresh rate monitor for yourself, that's fine. But I do believe that 43-inch is the personal ideal. I have tried larger, I have tried smaller. 43 is the perfect amount of size to be able to fit there right on your screen, right on your desk. They're flanked by 2 offsides. We've got some scenarios if you use the 32s on either side, that fits really well with the 55, although I've moved away from 55 because I found that the 55 just made me feel like I was cranking my neck up just a little bit too much. Things were out of the periphery vision. 43 keeps everything nice and tight right there. And on my 4K, I've got room to set up my full auto section up here, the top left. So up there, I have highlighted the section where I've got my current Nerd Plus 2. So I've got 6 instruments running up here: NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow. That's my first 4. And then plus 2. What are my 2? I've got crude oil over here and gold running as some commodities there on the right. Now, right here, if you watch our update video, our most recent updated video, we have the ALGOBOX Trade Command Center Prop Firm Risk Control Console. All right, it's a big mouthful there, but it's trying to define for you what it does. This is the most important part right there. For me, auto flatten is turned on. The take profit for me right now, I got set to 1150. Now, I've got that. You can set that to whatever you want. You can play with the system, and depending on your risk tolerance and your goals, or what you would like to do as a trader, where you're comfortable, you can adjust that, change that up to your heart's content. You need to spend some time in market replay figuring out what that's going to be for you. So auto flatten is going to be the amount on the current account. Remember, you can run trade copiers, and this is going to follow one account. You need to go up here and set the account that you want to use as the guidepost for that. It is designed for one account. This isn't going to take into account all accounts, but it will be for one of those accounts. So maybe your leader account is what I would generally set that to. I've got it, so if I want to take home $1,000, then I've got the take profit set just a little bit higher than that to take into account slippage on a close plus commissions generally. So that's why I've chosen 1150 versus just a flat $1,000, which would end up, after commissions and slippage, would probably put me less than $1,000 on closeout of those positions. Make sense? Now, when I've got all 6 correlated instruments running all at the same time, I could have multiple trades open at the same time, contributing to that unrealized P&L. I want this risk console for me to go ahead and close all those out. Now, again, you do not have to do this. I demonstrate for you how I do it. You can do whatever you would like to do. I have for a long time used the flatten all button. Once I see the P&L where I want it, I can come over here and I can use the flatten all buttons that we have in our system as well. You can reach up there and just tap that flatten all. It's a little bit squeezed in there. Let me pull that up. Resize these just a little bit there. I like to see the full button there for myself. There we go. So you can reach up, hit the flatten all button at any time as well. And yeah, a couple options there on that. Currently running Enigma side to side. Now with our system, you do have the option to also, if you have the Dream panel, you have Super AO as well. Now remember, Dream panel comes for lifetime members only. Once you reach lifetime, now you can do that on our lease to own. Remember, lease to own, LTO, you can own it. And at the end of the current offer that expires tonight, that is going to be included with the Super AO right now. At the end of the month there with the new release, that will no longer be included except for the separate lifetime installer. Whole thing around that, you can schedule a call with us if you need to walk through on any of that. But just the short answer is, you're going to want to get this right now, otherwise Super AO and the additional filters are only going to be for Platinum members going forward. Remember, this was the Platinum Edition setup. This is for Platinum members only, but for a limited time, we did set this up here at the beginning of the year, but we are right in the middle of the year here. I told you guys it would be available first half of the year, and then it will be gone. So if you were interested in getting that Dream Panel Pack, now would be the time to get it before June the 1st here in just a couple of days, right? Now you'll still have the old panel. Let's look at the old panel. You'll still have the option to have Enigma, but it will not have Super AO, and it will not have the additional filters that you saw up top. No super moons, no moonshots, inverted logic, MACV ultimate filters, the Enigma power filter, fiddle zone filter, on or off, all that kind of good stuff. And of course, the Super AO for the entry will be for Platinum members only in the next updated release that comes out there in June. Sense? If you have questions, again, you can schedule a call with us. We'll try to get you answered there this weekend if you are available. Speaking of available, this is going to be available regardless once you have reached lifetime status. After you do your, depending on how many, there's multiple ways to do that. Lease to own, there are 18-month plans or 24-month plans, but at the end of your payments, you'll have ownership and you'll unlock the additional bonus features for things like that Dream Panel, or in this case, if you do get this after June, you'll get the Enigma Bot Panel unlocked at the end of your lease to own. So once you have ownership, it'll be yours. You can request a payoff at any time. So if you want to start the first few months with us, great. And then if you're like, you know what, I really want to work on and use that full auto, then you can request a payoff amount at any time there, and you can pay off the rest of those payment options there. And so again, we have multiple ways to do that. Got questions, reach out. Okay. That's what we would talk about. We've got Mondays and Fridays. So let me just let this play through so I don't have to explain as much here, and then let's get to it.
Our daily live streams start with Mentorship Mondays, where we bring you algorithmic trading, interactive mentoring, and your questions are answered live. Get hands-on learning with these quant trading tools engineered to give you an unfair edge over other traders who don't have ALGO box on their trade stations. Discover the power of predictive auto harmonics. Utilize trading robots to quantify and react even in fast market conditions. Learn all our quant trading strategies such as the DCDM, HMD, and the dynamic game-changing order flow system, the Alpha Omega. Empower your trading with Flowmaster's advanced real-time audio and visual order flow analysis features. Detect the market mover's trading activity and take action with cutting-edge tools like AudioBox for live digital hit noise that audibly reveals the size and speed of the big players on the tape in real time. Use the Delta Flagging Pro to ready up your next precision entry and the Supreme Flowmaster Enigma for unrivaled, actionable trade opportunities. Got questions? Get them answered live. Whether you're new to AlgoBox or an advanced trader, you'll gain valuable, unique takeaways in every live trading stream session. Dive into structured quant training. Access our free trade room and free community tools. Test your knowledge in the AlgoBox Academy with tests and quizzes. Add the AlgoBox Edge to your trading arsenal and harness the power of our algorithmic strategies. Your success is our mission. Subscribe now and make every Monday a game changer with Mentorship Mondays. See you on the stream. Download your 2-week free trial and use our community tools at algoboxpro.com.
Alrighty then. Somebody had asked, does the mega sale include the Enigma? Currently, it includes the Platinum if you get in before June the 1st, which is just a couple of days. So, yeah, Monday will be the last day. That is June the 1st. Sunday technically will be the last day, and so that will expire on Sunday. And then come Monday, there will be a new set of installers and releases. And short answer is anybody in the future will have access to this one. But if you want the access to the Dream Panel, you have to have been grandfathered in before Sunday. Does that make sense? Again, we've been talking about this for forever, right? We're coming up on June, right? It's been 6 months, and I know, apologize for those who just came on with us, but you know, if you see the value, we've demonstrated it repetitively. We are the only live stream out here doing the numbers that we do. Doing it right there in front of you, buying an algorithmic system where the founder actually uses the system and doesn't just hand it to you and go, here, yeah, I vibe coded this last week. So this is a system been developed over 10 years. This is our 10th year public. We were public in 2016, and yeah, welcome aboard. Let's see, we got 6 minutes to the US Open. To get through our checklist here, and let's pull that checklist up here and get through it. Data feeds and connections, we're good there. I've already tested the hardware there. Hotkeys are rolling. I already used the hotkeys on my first trade there this morning. Day of the week, it's Friday, so early in, early out time of day. We're coming up on 5 minutes till the US Open. Make sure we got our news locked in here. I'm going to refresh financialjuice.com, which is who I like to use. Almost every trader I know now uses Financial Juice.
The US has
as their
150
primary
vessels
news feed.
redirected since the start.
Probably
of the
because
round
it's
clock here.
free, or there is a free version. I think I pay for the version with no commercials on it, but there's a free version that gives you the same stuff. I forget what their upgrade was. I think it gives you a couple other things. As far as today, we are on the 29th. News? Okay. 8:30 was the big one about an hour ago. See what's here after 9. Got ECB member speaking at 9:35. That's odd.
Paulson
So
says
5 minutes
long-run inflation
after
expectations are in a good place.
market opens, there's going to be an ECB member speaking. Would say something interesting. 9:45. Why are
So
they
at
doing it at
9:35 a.m.
9:45?
Eastern time, we're
Why can't y'all
expecting
just do it
comments
at
from
10 a.m.?
ECB's Muller.
All right, I don't
speaking
like
on the
days
panel
where
at the
there's a
Pacific
news event at
Economic
9:45.
Conference.
In general, for me, it's just a personal thing. I like the
Paulson says
nice
current Fed policies
normal
help explain
schedule
high
of
inflation.
10 a.m. But we do have a 9:45, so y'all don't let me forget that one. That one lands in a weird spot here. 9:45 for U.S. Chicago PMI. Then the next one, there is no 10 a.m. We have an 11 a.m. Canadian budget balance going on there for our Friday morning events. All right, 9:45. I think I'm going to set
And Paulson says
an
monetary
alarm for
policy
this
is well
one.
positioned for the outlook.
Alexa, set a timer. No, set an alarm for 9:43 a.m. All right, so Alexa's going to go off there for me 2 minutes before that news event. And we'll get to it. Could you increase the volume of the mic some, please? It's a bit low. Yes. Okay, let's see. All right, it was at 90%. I'm going to set it to full 100. Sometimes that pops, so just want to make sure it's not popping on people. Maybe I'll set it to like 98%. Hopefully it's not tracking on you. How are things now? Test, mic check, mic check. Is that better now? All right, so we had a shark back I'm sorry, shark HMD pushing this back to high of day here, and we are now, it's 9:27:35, so 2.5 minutes to the U.S. Open. We do have a small bull stepping in right here through this leg. They initiated right here and bought the entire leg.
Paulson says it's healthy for markets to shift to tighter monetary policy outlook.
So we'll mark it up as a defense leg area. We'll give the estimation on where he wants to go. He's a little guy here, so 125. He wants to go up here, but he's pretty it's got a pretty wide piece of leg there. So I'll put that up there. All right, so we know where he wants to go. Again, small. He's not a big, but that's a 500. So we've got small bull. Remember, it is the most bullish day of the week, Friday. So bulls on parade. Do not discount those bulls. Currently, we want to lock in tide and wave. Holidays, it is a holiday week. We've got things crammed in here. The rest of the checklist here, we just adjusted the audio as well.
1 minute remaining for the market on open imbalance.
All right, let's get to it. There's a big bear at 8:30 that needs to get let out. Can you tell me where that's at, Brian? What chart? Let's see. Let me get the chat on screen before we get going. Generally, I like to sit on hands for the first 5 minutes. I'm already in trade number 1, just trade number 2 on the 9s. Okay. Yep, I do see that. Yeah, and he did not make any money, did he? All right, let me mark that one up. Thank you for that. All right, so Mr. Hendricks is pointing this one out right here. Everybody see it? Type a 1 if you do, 2 if you're new. That is a 1,000 level bear. He did not make any money down here, so he's kind of trapped in. He's going to want to get let out at some point in this session, ideally. Okay, there's a divergence up top. We were coming up super fast off of the open. Again, another one of those wild upside moves there. We came into the top of the bear. I just missed my entry, dadgummit. All right, I'm going to give it a shot here. We're coming up to it. I'm going to toe in. I'm going to go on the super AO right here, half position. And holding it to target 2, let's go. Easy one. Super AO, delta shift on the reverb. What do I mean on the reverb? Well, I would have liked to have gotten the first one too. We had a super ready DD, a break of a double dot. So piercer, divergence showed up on the 9s there, and we came up fast, so I don't think it's going to last. Hitting it like a racquetball. If you hit it hard off the front wall, it's going to come back. Also, remember, we drew that red zone, didn't I? We just drew that red zone, and look what showed up top. Boom. Back of it. Bam. I mean, you can't get any more. I don't know. It could get easier. Okay, I don't want to be facetious and over-exaggerate how easy that was, but that was pretty easy. All right, it's an easy 5K to start the day on a Friday, and I'm pretty much done. Again, early in, early out on a Friday. I want to go on about my business. I am going to now start focusing on final trade here for me. Going to be the bonus play and looking for that trade to lock in here this morning. Let's see if we get it. Bull's starting to step in.
Divergence down NQ on the 27.
And just looking for the bonus play. Nerd just came up to neutral. We have been on the red side. All right, we got a super AO up here, and I'll just go ahead and take this one. And there she is, and we're done, and we're done. Bonus play, super AO, and it's a big pink one too. Pink is going to mean it's even more powerful. I've got that set to, I believe, a 10 for the shift. So we got an 11.6 Super AO on the drop, 50 ticks to get me 6,500 on 3 plays there on a Friday, early in, early out. The bots are up 290 bucks at the moment, so I'll let them keep on working. And again, today is call day for me, so if you scheduled a call with us and whatnot, I'll be catching up with you. We are 2 minutes past the US Open, and on a Friday I do like to be early in, early out. Did I miss any other questions? Pop the questions there in the chat. The last question I saw was, could you turn the volume up? We're there. Outside of that, oh, we're gonna get another one? You're gonna give me a PRZ crosshair too? Oh man, Candy Day Friday. All right, so hopefully somebody hit that one. Another free 35 ticks the market's just handing out there for us. Pretty juicy. There she goes. The move off of that so far, 81 ticks. That's good for a T1 and a T2. Beautiful. Beautiful play. Up top here, if you had marked this out with us, you would have gotten, we knew the little bull was in there, shot it up in there into the zone that we drew ahead of time. We got the divergence originally. Now we had a 5.4 at the top of the bull, or the structure being the bull, the 5.4 for the RTFA event. You need 2 things for the play: big time frame opportunity, low time frame risk. Fairly easy day on a Friday there today, even for a bear like me. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. How do I set up the MACV like you? That's a great question, Nigel. So the MACV over here is this is the browser, and I do recommend in video number 1 I talk about this. Now let's talk about what I mean by video number 1, because you do need to know how to get through that stuff here. So if I'm on the website algoboxpro.com, training is going to be up on the center of the screen up top. Click on training there for video number 1. This will take you to the 8-day boot camp. This is the short list of getting things started. Gonna get you everything you need to know. We're gonna walk through the entire set of documentation. Speaking of documentation, we'll go to that in just a moment, but let me show you one other resource that people don't know about. ALGOBOX GPT. Can everybody type this for me in the chat? Let's spam some ALGOBOX GPT there in the chat. And hopefully, if you guys use our code ALGOBOX with Apex, hopefully Apex will give us some free accounts to give away next month starting in June. And we can do things like type ALGOBOX GPT in the chat, and I'm going to choose somebody out of that. I don't have that running right now because they said we don't have enough people using our code. So use our code, helps our tech support team, and we can do some giveaways. All right, ALGOBOX GPT. Let's click on this. Let me show you guys how helpful this can be. Now, again, our members in our room, our community is great, and someone in our community will probably be able to answer your questions if you ask them in our Discord area. However, sometimes you may want a thorough bullet list, you know, how do I set up blah, 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 according to ALGOBOX rules. Ask anything you want there to ALGOBOX GPT, and it'll give you the whole rundown. I don't know, what is the headshot strategy? So again, this is custom trained on our documentation and all of our live stream stuff. So, you know, very thorough answers. I still think that our documentation is probably better, just my personal opinion on it. So let's go back here to show you how to do that. If we are on our website here, resources, go to documentation or docs.algoboxpro.com. And now let's look at what the headshot documentation would look like. I set this out. I wanted to create this as something that I would be proud of, something that I would do, something that I would want. I am a visual person. I believe that a picture's worth 1,000 words. You can explain it and it'll have a lot of text, like ChatGPT is being really great at doing that. Okay, I can go through this whole, you know, bullet listed things and read stuff, or you can just show me what it looks like. And now I see exactly what I'm looking for a headshot. It looks like a dot with a cross. I can handle that. So we've got demonstrations visually, and then we have obviously also the text along with it. And if you scroll to the bottom, every one of our sections is also going to have multiple videos along with that. We've got our professionally done video versions, and then we have me walking through live stuff in a live stream or live environments, or me doing a teaching training video generally. And sometimes there's even a little short one, a Cliff Notes version video. There could be up to 3 videos down in the bottom section, sometimes 4 if it's a full auto section. The entire documentation is laid out. We go through the basics. There's a beginner's course right here. And then if you are beyond beginner, we get in straight to the fundamentals of each individual component. Then we put them together in the strategies section right here. So to answer his question, how do I set up the MACV like me? The MACV itself, MACV Ultimate, I believe is what you're referring to, or you're referring to the MACV on the nines chart. So my question is so this is technically the MACV, right? But I believe you're talking about the MACV Ultimate. Is that correct? We refer to as a nerd. The nerd. Okay, yeah, you meant the nerd. Okay, so as far as the nerd goes, this is a section out of our Discord. So if I actually expand this out and I click on show members list over here on the right, and I can go to like a different room. You see how this is collapsed over here on the left? I'll hover my mouse over there, and now I can go to, let's say I'm going to the public chat here real quick. So now I'm in the main public chat section right there. But this room is, this is called the MACV Ultimate. If I type hashtag MACV Ultimate, MACV Ultimate filter tool, I can click on that, and that's going to take me to this room. Now I want this to be collapsed. I do have a, there is a Chrome plugin. Let's see if I hold my mouse right there. Can you see that? Let's see if it will let me. Yeah, if I do that, it's not going to let me. So on hover, you have to zoom into this, but do you see how it says hide Discord sidebar has access to this site? So this is a, just type in, if you're going to add a plugin to your browser, this one is called the hide Discord sidebar. That's literally what it's called. So search for a hide Discord sidebar if you want that to be collapsed in. And so I have that plugin installed, which is going to collapse this area when I move this over, and will also hide servers on the left. Okay, so it'll clean up all that area here. So if I click on hide servers, see how that disappeared over there on the left? So that little plugin lets me select hide servers. And then as I close this in, I also have the collapse feature on.
It's reminding 5
Let's see if it's going to work here for me. Auto hide when the window is small. Disable the auto hide. Enabled. Okay. So now I'm going to take off this section by hiding the members list. So I've hid the members list. And then as I move this in, this should, let me refresh here. There we go. Yeah, so that basically is because of that hide Discord bar. And again, one of these that if you want a walkthrough of that, you can ask the ALGObox GPT, and ALGObox GPT will also walk you through that, and probably also give you a link directly to that that plugin. Let me see if that plugin, post a link to it. Chrome plugins.
Harmonic NQ on the 9. Bold touch hot.
Yep, there it is. Hi, Discord sidebar. Okay, I'm going to post a link in the public chat there for that. So that link right there is a link directly to the Chrome store with the hide Discord sidebar if you want to set up your MACV like me. So that's what it looks like. Hide Discord sidebar should get you your MACV set up like mine. If you want to lay it out that way. Okay. Let's see. Great question. Bots are hovering. They're back and forth. 169 bucks now. So they've got multiple trades open. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 5 trades open some in green, some in red. So we'll just let the bot continue to play out there. 9:42. That alarm's going to go off any second now. We have 9:45 news, so be careful there. Again, market continuing to move up there. We had an enigma to the long side there after the super AO. And again, bulls on parade, no surprise. Again, Fridays are going to be one of the most bullish days of the week. Not surprised to see another continuation run up on. We're in a bullish market environment. One of the things I did not have time to lock in there this morning was our tide and wave. Both of these are green here this morning. Tide and wave locked in. Again, I was a few minutes late there on a Friday, but thank goodness you don't have to be perfect to be profitable. We're still able to lock in 6,500 there this morning so far. There's our alarm. All right, Alexa, stop. So we got our alarm. So those two, so simple with our system. Just look at the color of our regression channel. Our regression channel automatically changes colors for you and puts in the drawing for the regression channel where it needs to be. You'll notice right now both of them are green, but it will shift for you. Looks like all of them are green right now. So can't show you a red one because there's literally not a single red one on any time frame right now that I can see.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
So I just locked that in. I keep that up in the top right hand corner of my screens, and I can just see, like, look, it's green right now. Going to be very hard to take shorts just in general, right? If we're going to take a short, it needs to be a quick one, right? Target 1, maybe target 2, right? We're not trying to be heroes against the tide and the wave. Both high time frame areas are to the long side. So runners to the long side, and you may want to have your doubts and slow your roll on the short side. Makes sense. For people always saying things like not seeing the same as Vinny, again, I provide my workspace. If you are a paid member, you can go to the custom workspaces section there under the community workspaces where we share our workspaces. You can download mine to make sure you have all of my settings, and then you can adjust from that if you want. But out of the box settings, I do have a few things that are different just because of the current market environment every time. That's why the live streams are very valuable, and we do update in the premium member section as well. Yesterday we also kind of keep up with broker information. Yesterday the CQG had data issues yesterday around 10 o'clock, and we got that notification. We posted it into our public chat area. It is important, in my opinion. While I know you can just, once you've got our system, you really don't need me. But for continued education and updates with market conditions and things, we do recommend that you come and participate in our live streams, and especially in our Discord channel chats as well. Nice 5.2 after a double leg up. That is a shark tail play. Hits the front of the shark there. Nice little play. 9:45. Remember, there is a news event that's occurring right now, and yeah, do me a favor, smash that like button here. 9:45. What's our time? We've been on for 42 minutes. Again, early in, early out on a Friday. Fridays are going to be generally shorter. I let the tools do the work, come in, hit it and get it, and then I got I got 4 kids, so we like to Friday's a special day each week where we try to spend a little bit more time doing those fun, crazy things that we do as families. You know what I mean? And I would encourage you guys to do the same. Don't overstay your welcome on a Friday. Fridays can be a little bit wild as well. If you had to pick a side, Fridays, you might want to pick the long side. So if you're a bear like me, I kind of cut off one half of my decision making where I only have to think about one side for my entries. That can also be an advantage to you. However, on a Friday, you might want to flip it. Now it might take a transition if you get so used to hitting one set of buttons and then all of a sudden on a Friday, but you still are getting the advantage of cutting off half of the decision making that you need to do by choosing a side. And professionals do this all the time. If you do talk to professionals in the industry, and I'm not talking about, the Muppets and the retail traders, but I'm talking about the people who actually live in Chicago and New York, who do this stuff for a living, you will hear them say, I'm a buy side blank. I work for X trade desk and I'm a sell side player, etc. So they choose sides. I would recommend maybe you do too. Just a thought. I do. And I mean, look, a lot of our traders do beat me. I mean, we see guys in our room beat me all the time. I am not the greatest ALGO trader. I like to think I could be if I wanted to get into competition, but you know, I'm not, and I don't have to be. I actually know that someone who has our system could easily beat me, could beat the founder, the coder. Once you have the ALGO tool system in your hands, you can take this to whatever level you want to take it to. Now, I would never challenge an ALGO trader, but I will challenge anyone out there, anyone who is not using ALGO. This is my personal double dog, triple dog dare ya to step up to the plate. Any system out there, come play against me. I don't know if I'm not going to speak for our members, but I bet some of my members would also take you on. But nobody can beat me. All right, nobody can beat me if you don't have ALGO. Now, if you have ALGO, like I don't want to hear Papa Dazzer or Plutonium or Whiskers or my right hand man Eddie. Don't be coming to me being like, Vinny, let's go. No. I secede. I will not play against my own traders. If you have ALGO, I truly believe, yes, you could probably beat me. But if you don't have ALGO, I'm going to smoke you, son. So we'll have a little fun with that on a Friday. So go out there, find anybody who wants to step up to the ALGO and want to trade in a competition against us. And we're here for it. All right, and none of this stuff where they're going to be trading multiple accounts in multiple directions, blah, blah, blah nonsense. We're talking about, no. Full, like, we'll record all the trades. Let's see it all. Let's see it all. I'll show you mine. You show me yours, and we'll go to town. But nobody can beat the ALGO with a person who has spent a little time with it. Game over for everybody else as well. Let's see, Nigel, look like you're looking for that. Sorry. Hashtag... There you go. There you go, Nigel. That's the room you're looking for there on the left-hand side. It's under tools. So if you are, let me kind of walk through how our Discord is laid out here real quick. So we've got color codings on here on the left. So at the very top here, introductions in red, first steps in yellow, kind of get ready. First steps, welcome to the new people, verify your account. Important stuff right here, Vinny's story, don't get scammed. Make sure, again, I'm not going to contact you. This is important. Let's just go ahead and hit this right now, okay? Be careful. There are impersonators. I'm not going to ask you to send me crypto payments. I'm not on WhatsApp. I'm not going to invest for you, okay? Don't be like, what, Vinny, you said if I send you my $25,000, you trade for me. I saw it and everything. It's not me. But it looked like you. I know. No, just be careful. Like, I'm not doing that stuff. Lots of scams out there. Don't fall for it. We have had people fall for this stuff. It doesn't matter how many times I say it. Doesn't matter how many oftentimes we put this in our room twice a day. But, you know, I was contacted by an account that looked like Vinny Emini. Don't do it. I'm trying to help you out. All right. Information section, announcements, how to install, main public chat, all that kind of stuff. Then right under the main public chat area, you have tools. Okay. So tools right here. Mac VU filter tool right there. That is the nerd right there. And again, we walk through all this in the bootcamp. Ask GPT. You go to our GPT right here. Another one of those commands you might want to know if you type in !GPT. Boom. So there's a link to GPT in case you forget how to get there, anything like that. Ask ALGO GPT. Just type !GPT in our chat and the ALGO GPT will show up there for you. And we've got some demonstration questions there for you as well. We are the #1 algorithmic trading platform in the world for retail traders. Thanks for hanging out here with me on a Friday. See you there on Monday for Mentorship Monday, where we'll go over the stuff for the new folks. And we'll do some reviews and all that fun stuff as we reach into June. But it is the last couple of days, folks. Don't miss it. You're not going to get the Dream Panel after June the 1st. Okay. The Dream Panel, again, that's this guy right here with all of the extra filters. The original OG will still be there if you want the difference. So there they are side by side. If you get it this weekend, you'll get this. If you don't get it this weekend, you'll have this. Got it? Rock and roll. Use code ALGOBOX 90% off on Apex. They have that for another 4 days. Thanks for hanging out. Happy Friday. Catch you guys on Monday. See ya. It's a great impression of your mom. You guys crack me up.